What's going on, guys? It's Josh. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some CGC returns that I'm excited to show you. So I've organized them a little bit. We're going to start off with a bunch of the 8.5s, and we may do some of the other grades in another video for you here. So all of these cards will eventually be for sale. So keep that in mind over the next several weeks as I slowly start processing these and getting them online for you. All right, here we've got the corrected version of the Zapdos, where the evolution box error is not there, where it's not filled in. So this one, it is filled in. Hypno. We've got a fossil Raichu. Tons and tons of vintage cards in this sub. It was like, this is a really exciting sub to get back and to go through together. Here we've got a little bit of Hollow Bleed down there. It's hard to see it on this card, but a couple of the other cards are a little bit easier. Let's see if this Roserade will do it for us. There, you can see that it's a little bit more pronounced there on the text. Great looking card. Here we've got a Dark Alakazam, once again at the CGC 8.5, and it looks like there's a tiny little swirl there right by his elbow. Looks to be one to me. And here we've got a Muck. And a Magneton that's a little bit slippery. I don't know if that goes well. Water and Magneton would not go too well together. Zapdos from base set. Here we've got a Venomoth, hollow from Jungle. And Vaporeon, hollow from Jungle. Nidoqueen. And here, away from some of the vintage cards, now we've got a few of the more modern type cards. This one from Cosmic Eclipse. Charizard and Reshiram GX from Unbroken Bonds. We've got a Piplup from Cosmic Eclipse. Blastoise and Piplup from the same set. And here we've got a first edition base set Squirtle, graded an 8.5. I was pretty happy about that. I didn't remember sending this card in. When you send cards out and they come back in 7 or 8 months, or more, you often forget what some of the cards that you submitted. As many of you guys know, it's my favorite Kabutops artwork. Here's a hollow you don't see too often. Beauty from Platinum. And a base set Ninetales. Keeping an eye out for that Dark Flame. I have not come across one yet. Hoping to come across one eventually. Here we've got a Lapras, Moltres, with a great looking star right there by the beak. Pinsir from Jungle, a reverse hollow Drifloon, Nidoking from base set 2. Love the base set 2 Cosmos hollow. Look at that hollow explode. And this one I had in the hollow pile because it was an E3 and it stood out a little bit. So we've got an E3 8.5 Pikachu. Yellow Cheeks. Sableye and Tyranitar GX from Unified Minds. Mewtwo EX from Breakthrough. Base set Hitmonchan. So you'll see some of these have subgrades, some of these don't. I think we're going through some of the ones with subs right now. I decided to mix it up and I sent, I think, 100 cards with subgrades and then 150 or so without. Something like that. What are your opinion on the subgrades with CGC? Or in even any grading company in general? Do you prefer to have the subgrades? Are you willing to pay more for cards that do have subgrades because it costs more to have them graded with subs? Curious as to what your guys' thoughts are. I've been in the middle. I mean, it's always nice to see what the grading company, how they measure the subgrades, and seeing this one as a centering 8.5. Like, if I were to look at this, I mean, I'm not measuring it out here, but it looks to be at least within PSA 10 parameters. Let's see how the back is looking. You can see it's a little off there, yeah. Left to right, top to bottom looks pretty close to me, just off a quick glance there. But yeah, so do you prefer that it just says 8.5, or do you care that it has all the subs? I'm curious. 8.5, Hypno. Base set, Zapdos. 8.5 Poliwrath. Having a hard time staying in focus here, it looks like. Ninetales, once again, lots of repeat cards here. I had a lot of base cards to send out. Look at this. Here we go. 8.5 Ninetales, base set times 3. We'll stick those together. And another Nidoking, Magneton, and another Magneton. So those are the 8.5s that I got. I'll show you a couple of the ones that stood out as lower grades, if you're curious. These were some of the lower graded cards that I had gotten. Other than these, the grades were pretty good. So in the next video, you're going to see some of the 9s and 9.5s. So we'll see you in that next video.